So I want to just quickly get a video up that AML leukemia fighters, people that are fighting long-term, well, not chronic, acute cancer, are not getting stimulus checks. You know, haven't made any money in fucking years and years. Haven't been able to where I've been fighting for my life. Fucking in a bone marrow transplant center, 5 years. Then I come out, kicked off Medicaid, by the way, no public assistance. Then my heart failed. That went on for 4. Finally had open heart surgery, recovered. Then my gallbladder ruptured 2 years ago. This fucking horrific fucking war. It's been a 10-year. There's a lot of us out there. We haven't filed taxes. You know, we don't make any fucking money. You know, the non-filing status, I tried to go through it. Fucking nightmare. So, but convicted murderers are getting fucking stimulus checks. And, well, I've done my fucking time and I committed no fucking crime. Bad mistakes? Oh, I made a few. Unbelievable. When I was in the bone marrow transplant center, I used to say all the time, this is like being on death row for a murder you never fucking committed. It's worse. Prison has to have better food than fucking here. Well, I've been in a prison for 10 fucking years. The Fukushima cancer fucking prison. I never got any stimulus check in the last 2 fucking rounds, none. I don't get any public assistance. I've never got any fucking help. You know, my donors, but look what I do with the money when I fucking get it. You go through my GoFundMe, everything that I've done. You're talking fucking $20,000 a fucking year. Start fucking tallying up the fucking travel I do. Start adding it up. Fuck, I've had to sleep on fucking park benches. I mean, the shittiest hotels I could possibly find. Fucking. Thank you for supporting this historic fucking work, but. So, I want people to know. Oh, I've been in a fucking prison. And I committed no fucking crime. Was not convicted of anything. I will not get a stimulus check. There's a lot of us out there. Hardcore cancer victims. I was head of the support group. You have no fucking clue what we go through. We're the most hated people in the world, by the way. I didn't understand that until I started to survive getting 2, 3, 4 years out. People are all, when you're sucked up, when you're walking around, when I was 119 pounds and had no hair, people are nice to you. But you survive 3, 4 years, 5 years, they hate you. Because they have a loved one that's died. And they think it's unfair that you're alive and they're dead. We're the most hated fucking people on earth. By the way, my father gave his life, Special Forces Marine. Killed in a baptism. Oh, then I got a check. He never got 5 fucking cents. Never got a dime. Special Forces Marine. Never got 5. My widowed mother, who's dead now, she never got 5 fucking cents. Atomic veterans got money? No, they didn't. It's a fucking lie. I got a bill for 1.8 million. I had $1 million. That was in 2011. I had $1 million, almost $1 million. I forked it over. But they'll get a stimulus check. Murderers, convicted fucking murderers. Fucking hardcore cancer victims that fight like this, that are in this situation. And by the way, Medicaid, if somebody says, why don't you play for Mike Lee hates my guts so fucking bad? Medicaid in Utah? These are fucking Christians, don't you know? Hate thy fucking neighbor. Covet thy neighbor's Walmart goods. Fucking kill thy neighbor. Spit on the fucking vulnerable. Fucking thing. He sent the Obamacare back the day before I was scheduled for my emergency gallbladder with platelet counts 38 when I was in the bone marrow transplant. I'm under treatment. I've already forked over $1 million under treatment. And they kicked me out of the unit and they call me, it's due for surgery. The next day they call me, well, you're no notice, no nothing. When Mike Lee sent our money back. Well, I've lobbied inside the legislature trying to get this reinstated. They took all single males, just said, fuck you. While I was I didn't have a transplant. That's one of the main reasons I didn't have a transplant. You know, my daughters thought it would kill me anyway. You've seen this fight. It's been long and ugly. I get no stimulus check. Fuck their money. Fuck their money. Thank you for supporting this historic fucking work. Fight goes on. And I'll call fucking Lisa. When she come down to San Diego, paid for some of my hotel rooms and funded some of my typo work. She did a video. She got all really emotional. She started to cry. So I want to tell everybody, I spent a lot of time with Kevin. I came to California and spent a long time with him. She was with me and she watched how I go. Up before the sun gets up, before that, sleep in the dumpy, shittiest little hotel. I fucking, very frugal. Oh, I got my money's worth. Then some, not to mention the incredible education that Kevin Blanch gave me on marine biology and fucking the anti-nuclear movement, on activism. I was able to spend time with him talking about your personal professor. So, for everybody who's suffering, with AML, you know what an ugly fight AML is. You don't just walk away from it. I didn't have a transplant. Stay tuned.